Hello and welcome back to my channel. So for today I'm going to be breaking down 10 very wearable fall 2022 fashion trends. I know it's only like July, but fall fashion is already upon us. Comes so quickly. So yeah, just some things for you guys to wear, to shop for this fall. But before we get into all of that, please do take the time right now and subscribe. Also be sure to hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post. I post new videos every Thursday and Saturday, and yeah, let's get into the video. So I've kind of been researching some top fall 2022 trends and kind of just seeing what's in, what's out, what's coming. I've kind of broken it down by 10 main trends. And the first trend we're talking about is going to be leather. So leather looks in general. I feel like this is something that isn't particularly new or cutting edge this year, but is something we've seen in the past and is still kind of flowing through to this fall, and just kind of a lot of leather pants, leather blazers, and just incorporating that more into your looks. And I feel like this is very chic, very stylish, and also pretty flattering. I feel like the texture and the black is just a really flattering color for a lot of people, so definitely pro on that. And we've seen before with leather those iconic classic leather leggings, which have been really in style for the past couple of years, but I feel like the fall leather trend this year is definitely moving more towards a baggy, less fitted style, or a little bit oversized. So seeing more of the oversized leather blazers and more relaxed fit leather pants as opposed to the more skinny jean legging style. But yeah, overall leather pants, leather tops, leather jackets are definitely in this fall. Right, and then along kind of that same trend line is we're seeing a lot of black. So a lot of black on black clothes, definitely moving away towards the classic neutrals that I feel like you see in fall. So a little bit less of the light beige, browns, tans, and definitely moving more towards just all black styles. And again, I think that's kind of an effect of the more leather wear. So definitely seeing a lot more black on black styling and things like that. So yeah, moving a little bit less towards the neutrals and more towards the blacks, but obviously neutrals are always going to be in style, very easily wearable. Maybe just incorporating a little bit more black into your wardrobe. Or and then kind of on the total opposite side of wearing all black is also seeing a lot of color, like bright colors, bright pinks, just more of those bold colors. So I guess in contrast to just all black, there's also a bunch of color, and I think again that kind of leaves the middle neutral ground a little bit less on trend for this fall. Again, I know it can be kind of scary to wear big, bright, bold colors, so this is a trend that I would incorporate probably a little bit less and not have like your whole outfit be just like one bright color, making it a little bit more wearable and having it more in just little pieces if your top is more bright or if your jacket is more bright, kind of incorporating it that way as opposed to maybe taking the literal runway translation into your outfit. Yeah, I feel like incorporating some bright colors into your mix is always really cute and kind of adds a pop of vibrancy, some life to the outfit. So yeah, you will definitely be seeing some brighter colors this fall. All right, and then the next fashion trend is going to be more of like lingerie style clothing as just regular clothing. So I know we've seen this before in a lot of corset tops, and those have been in style for the past couple of years, but now seeing more sheer lingerie fitted tops as opposed to just a corset top. So kind of incorporating some of that lingerie-esque style into your outfits. And I know this one can be kind of an intimidating trend and kind of can push you out of your comfort zone when it comes to outfits, but I think it is actually pretty wearable, especially with it being in fall and winter time. You can definitely be layering items over it, kind of bring it a little bit more conservative if that's kind of your hesitation with this trend. And I actually think this trend is really cute. I think it looks really cool having that more lingerie inspired top and then tucking it into a pair of jeans and putting on a blazer, and it kind of just gives this really cool style. And it kind of feels like when you mix a more dressed up look with a casual outfit, it kind of gives that same sort sort of vibe. I'm really excited about this one and think it's gonna be really fun for fall 2022. All right, and then next up we have the rise of the bomber jacket. So I know bomber jackets were really in a couple years ago. You saw them everywhere, men's, women's, kids, everywhere. So yes, the bomber jackets are back. If you still have that in your closet, dust it off and get ready to wear it this fall. Some of these bomber jackets though are kind of gearing more towards oversized, so a bit baggier, bigger, and that sort of style. I feel like in general the trend is getting a bit baggy, looser, bigger, as opposed to a more tight-fitted look. So if you were a big fan of bomber jackets in the past, get ready to be a big fan of them again this fall. All right, and then the next fashion trend this fall is kind of comes as a bit of a surprise, or I guess not really a surprise, but it doesn't seem a big statement, but it actually kind of makes a lot of sense. So that is the comeback of the plain white tank top. So this one doesn't seem, like I said, very stylish and kind of a surprise, but again, it does make sense because fall and winter are heavy in layering, and having a white tank top as your base is kind of the perfect canvas to layer on top of. It does kind of make sense in that way. Also, again, kind of moving towards that baggier 90s trend. White tank tops I feel like were very prevalent then, so seeing the comeback of white tank tops does kind of make sense to me. Something great about this trend is white tank tops are very accessible, very wearable, and very easy to find. So I think it's always nice when these trends aren't super exclusive and you're able to find them in just your everyday regular stores. So white tank tops definitely checks that category. It's just a great layering piece, very wearable, and just a great base to build any outfit off of. Also, since it is pretty simple, it does give a lot more of a chic, sleek look to it. I guess kind of taking the place of those neutrals we talked about. Not really a tan, brown, earthy neutral, but a stark white. Kind of makes sense with all of the other color palettes I was talking about. Kind of either the very colorful or now the black-white style. All right, and then our next trend is going to be statement coats. So big, fluffy statement style coats. Something different about these ones though is, I know statement coats has kind of always been a thing for fall and winter because it's cold outside and I have to wear a jacket most of the time. Statement coats isn't anything really new, but this also kind of circles back to the brighter colors trend, and definitely incorporating these bright colors into your statement coats is something that's really fun and really trendy this fall. Typically, I feel like you would see animal print in these big statement coats, but this year, definitely a big step back from animal print and more of just solid colors. Also, something really big on this is the texture. I guess they're calling kind of like a robe style of it being very fluffy, very soft, and having that wrapped belt detail, so kind of a fancy robe, which I think is something that's very wearable, very warm, comfortable, and stylish. Can't go wrong with that. Yeah, I feel like this is a really fun trend, especially if you live somewhere where it actually gets cold. I'm from California and our coldest is like 40 degrees, but also I'm a baby about the cold and I would be wearing this kind of coat in 40-degree weather. But yeah, so definitely a big push towards more statement coats, fluffy coats, and kind of that robe fashion. All right, and then our next trend is moving more towards corporate style outfits. So I feel like this is something that has been in style for the past couple of years, definitely incorporating blazers and trousers into your everyday style. And I think especially with going back to office, a lot of people are wearing this more often. I know I am. And again, kind of the theme is the oversized baggier style. So more of that oversized blazer, wide shoulders, and the kind of baggier, looser fitting pants. Definitely a trend you're going to be seeing a lot of this fall. All right, so now moving into my last two trends, and these are both around fall 2022 shoes. First up is going to be the over-the-knee boots, which I love over-the-knee boots. I'm so excited that this trend is coming back. I feel like over-the-knee boots definitely took off a couple years ago and were very in style. Everybody was wearing them, and then it kind of moved more towards shorter ankle boots and more combat, chunky, thicker styles. Something a little bit different about this trend in 2022 as opposed to in the past is it's kind of more of a flat boot and not as into like the big heeled boots. So something a little bit more comfortable, which is amazing. And yeah, I feel like this trend again is super wearable, especially with the heels not being as crazy and high. So definitely a plus. And yeah, I'm a big fan of over the knee boots, so super excited to wear these all fall. Last but not least is going to be the chunky loafer style. So similar to kind of bring in the more corporate style outfits, that kind of transitions also into shoes. So having those chunky, thicker, oversized loafers is something that's really in style, and just kind of that general preppy look is still in. So if you are into that style, get excited. It is here to stay. Again, I feel like this style is pretty wearable, and especially with the style of it being generally pretty comfortable. That's also great. Yeah, I feel like this kind of elevates any look. And yeah, overall, I feel like this is going to be a really fun trend for this fall. Alright, so that was me breaking down my 10 best wearable fall trends this year. I feel like I was kind of surprised by some when I was researching and looking some up, but I am really excited overall for what's coming this fall. I feel like fall fashion is literally the best. But yeah, super excited for fall fashion, these fall trends, and overall these trends were really wearable and also pretty accessible. A lot of these outfits aren't as difficult to find in stores. I feel like these are a lot of styles that were really big a couple years ago and now have come back. So I feel like that's just the general trend of fashion in general. Be sure to leave a comment down below which trend you're most excited about, which one you will definitely be wearing this fall. And if you enjoyed this style video of me breaking down some wearable fall trends, definitely give this a big thumbs up, give it a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate it. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one.